Hello. Hi. Hello, everyone. Wow, it's Monday and I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, I couldn't be more excited today to see everyone. Whether you're going to be watching me live or watching the replay, I'm really excited to see you. How is your day going? Wherever you are on the big blue marble, how is your day going? I'll be so excited and so anxious to know how is everyone's day going. I know we are all over the different parts of the world, wherever you're watching from. And whatever is happening in your part of the world, I hope it's going well for you. And if it's not going well, make it go well, okay? All right. Well, today we're going to be talking in reference to our Monday mindset. As usual, every Monday we come in this community to share and to encourage and to inspire. Monday, we want to reset the mind. We know we are in business or we're getting ready to start a business or we're just booming in our business, but every now and again we kind of fall a little low. We need a little something to pep us up. We need a little some people drink energy drinks, right? They're driving on these long trips and they're like, man, my energy is going down. I need to stop and get me a Pepsi, a Coke, or something to kind of boost up the energy. Well, here we are. Monday's mindset is for definitely that purpose, is to provide some kind of insights into what how we are like focusing, operating, personal development, something to keep us going, because that's what personal development does actually. Kind of helps us to keep us on that growth path, right? Because we always need to be developing ourselves personally. So today with Monday's mindset, of course, excuse me, oh my goodness, my allergies are killing me. And yeah, Monday's mindset. We want to look at, are we running the day or is the day running us? Huh? What is our plan for today? And I mean, moving forward, any other day. Is the day running our lives in our business and what we have to do, or are we in full control, except for things that we cannot control? But in our day-to-day operations in our business, what are we doing? Are we actually focusing and doing what we need to do, or are we just be like, man, I got so much to do and the day is just going and I haven't done anything yet? What's going on? So we're going to be talking today because what happened is a lot of us, we have some great plans, but when it comes to execution, mm, so we allow the day to go by and we get nothing done. The day is just weird away running by us and we're not getting anything done. But we must be in command of our day. We need to run the day. The day has 24 hours and all of us get 24 hours. So what if you can get your stuff done and I can't get my stuff done? Something is going on. So we're going to check into the mind and see what's going on. I'm not a psychologist, but sometimes, we can just be like, okay, well, maybe this is what we probably need to do. We cannot afford the day to run us. We got to be in command and run that day, manage that day, right? So that quote is by the famous Jim Rohn. So we're going to dive in and we're going to chat. But before we do that, I want to let you know who I am. My name is Yvette Garel, and I come to you live in this community every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, today is a little different because I do have a meeting at 6 o'clock. So I decided to come a little earlier at 5 so I could, take care of the mindset. Yep, we got to get it right for the rest of the week. And yeah, so I'm here to help home based business owners, um, entrepreneurs, network marketers, direct sales personnels, anyone who wants to take their business online. And we use proven strategies, social media tips, and tools. We leverage them to help us to build our business online and so that those businesses can be sustainable. Okay, so I'm here to every day, every weekday provide tips. I mean, Wednesdays and Fridays we do our tips. On Mondays we mainly deal with personal development, because no matter how the business is going and no matter what's going on, the person behind the business. The you incorporated. You are the business. So we got to take care of us, right? Yeah. So let's dive in a little bit. So Jim Rohn said, either you run the day or the day runs you. Now, I don't know about you, but I can raise my hand. Sometimes the day runs me. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Sometimes the day runs me. I be like, what is going on? I've been busy like hell and I'm not achieving anything. I'm nothing. I can't get it together. So I'm like running out of time. How about you? How does that make you feel? How does that actually make you feel knowing that you have all this to do in your business and man, you're just not getting it. You're just not getting there. I know that most of us, a lot of us, if not all of us, have a time in business and in life where we just get on the little low side. We just lie on the couch and no matter what's going on, we're not getting up. So, what's happening? Is there a plan? Did you make a plan for the day? Did you make a plan for the week? Did you make a plan? Have you made a plan for the year? What's going on in the business? What's going on in life? We have, we talk about business and life because business, we're the same persons, right? We're the same persons. We operate a business, but we also have a personal life. We also have a life. Because we say always that be a human before you're a marketer. Because no matter what happens in the business, what matter what happens in whatever business we do, we are the human. We have our feelings, we have our emotions, we have empathy, we sympathize, we are grateful, we are anxious, we feel lonely, we feel just all these emotions and all these anxieties. Yes, they do, and we cry and we roll up in a ball and we just throw our hands up in the air and we just don't know what else to do. And yes, because that is the human side of us, my friends. Yes, behind the business. And so we say be a human before you're a marketer because if you don't fix you, if you don't fix yourself, if you don't do some things to help the person, how are you going to help the business? How are you going to help your business partners? How are you going to help your other partners, your upline, your downline, your sideline? Because no matter what's happening, it is you, it is the person. And if you're not well, guess what? Your business is not going to be well. If you're unhealthy, you're going to be running an unhealthy business because your mindset ain't right. Your mindset is not going to be right. So if you're feeling ill, if you're in pain, how are you going to function? How are you going to function in pain if things are not going right in your relationship? Yes, it does. No matter how you try to cover it up, it does seep out in what you're doing in your business, in responding to people, in maybe to emails. It just somebody snap at somebody and just it just spirals down. And sometimes you gotta shut it down, my friends. You gotta shut it down and get you right. That's why we come here every Monday. We speak to the mindset. So Jim Rohn says, either you're gonna have the day run you or you're gonna run the day. So we gotta choose, right? So life is made up of choices. So are we going to have the day run us or are we going to run the day? So we got to choose on that. And so if we choose to have ourselves run the day, then we got to make a plan. We got to make a plan. What are we going to do in the day? What does my day look like? What does my day look like? My morning, my afternoon, my evening, in my life and in my business? Because remember, business and the personal life should not really mix. But how can you separate them? So, how do you separate them? How do you separate them? In what you do. So, there is a problem at home, you fix the problem. and then you go deal with the business or the problem, whatever is going on there. You have to find a way how to put it aside and deal with the business, because the business has protocols and principles. And just like your home, just like in your life, we got to have those standards. We got to have the rules, the and we got to operate that way so that we can separate the business from what's the turmoil at home. Because what guess what, the business is there to provide a solution for so many others, so you cannot afford to forget that. And it brings you in rewards. The other people will benefit and you get the reward. So guess what, so you have to plan. And no matter how you plan, sometimes things get in the way. Yes, we got to prepare for that as well. But we have to set the standard, set the tone, set the parameters so that the day does not run us. Write out your DMO, all your activities for that day. See, I got my book here, and every day, every night before I go to bed, I make my little list, my plan for the day. I got my diary over here of all the activities. Yep, that's going on. But I still have my list here, because you got to prioritize sometimes. You got to move some things forward. You got to move some things in position. You got to shift some things around. You got phone calls to make. You got to take your family stuff, make appointments and all that good stuff. You got to shift some things around. So I make my little list here, and I get my little priorities right, get my mind right, my morning meditation, whether it's a song, a prayer, read my book. And I got to tell you that I'm reading Tim Grover's book. Ah, here you go. This book, Relentless. Yes, this is my new read. So I'm telling you, if you want to get some tough love, here you go. You want to read this book, Some Tough Love from Tim Grover. Okay, so that's my read. Now, because we got to be in charge of the day, cannot simply let the day just slip by. We just willy-nilly all over the place. Doesn't work like that. So two things we're going to talk about while we are going to be in charge of the day. We're going to run the day. We won't let the day run us, right? Now, running your business, just two things we're going to talk about today. Two very important things for Monday's mindset. And number one, it's a sacrifice. We've got to make a sacrifice, because if we don't make sacrifices, then we cannot possibly do everything in one day. So what are you going to sacrifice today? What will you sacrifice today and maybe do it tomorrow? Or just make some real hard sacrifices, my friend, to get the job done in your business. What will you sacrifice? See, sacrifice takes on a lot. It pulls you from the inside, and you got to dig, should I really not do this today? Man, some things that are near and dear to your heart, you have to sacrifice in order to get your business moving, in order to move your business in the direction that you want it to go, in order to kill some things that been happening. You got to reevaluate and evaluate and take care of some stuff. You got to make some sacrifices. Sometimes it's like maybe 3-4 hours after bedtime. Wake up early in the morning, 3-4 hours before everybody wakes up, and get some things going on. You got to make some sacrifice. So you're going to sacrifice some time. You can always sacrifice some other things. And every one of us know exactly what's going on in our world and know exactly what are some of the things that can be sacrificed. And sacrifice, not mean that you're going to forget it. Yeah, you're going to maybe go back for it. But right now, you're going to sacrifice. You're going to you're going to be like, well, you know what? In order for me to get this business off the ground, then I can't go to the concerts on weekend. I cannot, for the next 3 months, I just cannot attend the meetings or whatever it is. Or, I just can't. It's hard for me to say that. It's hard for me to do that. But I'm going to have to pass upon the happy hour every Friday night, because I got some crucial things to take care of in this business. Because if you sacrifice that time, sacrifice a 3 months or a 4 month, whatever it is, a year, you know what you have to do in your business, and you sacrifice those Friday nights, then the rewards are going to be greater when everything starts working well. You can maybe go to two parties on a Friday night. Huh? So now you can get to take the family on vacation wherever they want to go. Yes, because you gotta give up to get up. You know, give up and grow up. You gotta, in order for you to get to the next level, we gotta give up some things, and a lot of things we gotta give up. One of the things I just thought about a while ago, we gotta give up some of the dead weight we are carrying. Yeah, some of the dead weight that we are carrying. So that's for another day. But and I know some of the dead weights that we carry around with us all day long. And that's probably one of the first things we want to give up. The dead weight, like some things that are weighing us down, some of the burdens. Yeah. So making the sacrifices to kind of just be like, you know what? That's not going to happen right now, because right now mommy or daddy or we are focused on laser focus and getting this thing going. I can tell you that for this weekend past, I was in a workshop for 3 days, well, 2 full days and a half day. Okay. That's a sacrifice, because Sunday is family time, right? And Saturdays is, we do stuff in the home, whether it's with the laundry or, preparation, maybe for dinner for the week, or, planning out stuff, doing a little shopping or whatever I have to do. And Friday night, I usually take time out with family. Now, I sacrificed all of that this weekend past. Friday night, 5 hours in a workshop. Yep, that could be my happy hour, right? And Saturday all day and Sunday all day, 9, 10 hours. And I sacrificed that because guess what? I could not afford not to have the information. I could not afford not to be present. I need that information. I need to hear from those people. And I sacrificed that time. Yep, told hubby, um, yep, I'll make dinner, but that's what's going to be. So if you don't get it the time you normally get it, then, yep, well, you'll get it. But I have to take care of this right now, because this is important for me to move the needle in this business, in my business. And I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say here, because it requires a certain amount of sacrifice, but it's painful sometimes. Yeah. But we have to go through the pain in order to get the prize, right? Yeah. So sacrifice. So what will you sacrifice? Okay. So are you willing to sacrifice anything, any at all? You got to ask those tough questions. You got to ask yourself the tough questions, right? In order for you to get off the ground, your business off the ground, or to get your business going, or to get yourself going, you got to sacrifice, even our relationships. We got to sacrifice to make sure that we sacrifice some things so we can spend quality time together with each other. Can't, be running. No, we got to sacrifice, put some things got to wait. We need to talk, or we need to spend this time together. Got to sacrifice. All right. So next, number two, we want to talk about is practice. Now, we know that if we allow ourselves to run the day, there are a lot of things that we have to do. And in doing so, we sometimes need to practice a little bit behind the scenes, before we get on the center stage. We got to practice. So whatever we are doing, sometimes it requires us to, put a little extra effort, put in some extra hours, maybe, rehearse them over and over. Or if we are learning new things, then we got to put them in practice. We've got to practice, my friends. We have got to learn it. We have got to do it, right? And then we can teach it, right? I remember in my teaching career, there was sometimes, especially when I was in teachers college, and some new materials. I'm like, oh my goodness, how am I going to get that done? There's no way I'm going to get that. There's no way I can do that. But little by little, you got to inch it in, read the material and go down the steps and practice it. And it was just hard sometimes, especially in that cooking class, that you have to, and I can tell you, for example, making um, white sauce, making white cheese sauce, or what, white sauce for your pasta, making it from scratch. That takes a lot of skills, my friend. Make white cheese sauce now, because you got to get that thing so smooth. If you don't have the correct temperature underneath that saucepan, and your wooden spoon to mix, and you got to mix continuously, you're bound to get lumps in that thing. Once you get lumps in there, you got to pour it out, you got to start again. Some things take practice. So, in making that white sauce, that you have to have your margarine or your fat in the pan first before you put in that flour, right? But you don't dump all the flour in there. You gradually put in the flour, and you gradually spin it, and the liquid. So you alternate the flour and the liquid into that, with that, with the oil or the margarine, and you have to keep spinning that thing. I'm telling you, you cannot stop. But the kick, the clue, what should I say? The key to that is the temperature, and the consistency in spinning that, in stirring that mixture. Now, if you have too much of a high temperature, then you're going to cause that flour, when the liquid goes in there, you're going to cause it to lump, to become lumpy. Because if you're not spinning it fast enough, that's gonna become lumpy, because it's gonna cause it to come in those little balls. You know what I'm saying, right? So you gotta spin it. You gotta really stir. You gotta put in the liquid slow. So not only the temperature, not only that, you have to consistently stir in that thing, but you got to pour in that liquid slowly, so that you can actually smooth it out gradually. And I'm telling you, it takes work, and it's a technique. And sometimes you got to do it over and over again, because guess what? If your sauce is not smooth, you won't get a good grade. So you got to get that sauce smooth. And when your teacher or your instructor and is just walking around the room and just looking like this, got to get that thing right. So anyway, we're not teaching cooking class today, but what I'm saying is that you have to practice some things in your business. So you have to practice and be in command of those skills, put them to work consistently. So just like the white sauce, you have to practice. You have to practice to make it, so that you can get, number one, the consistency, and so you can be consistent with making it correctly. So it's the same thing in business. You have to sacrifice some time. And number two, when you get in there, so you don't, your day doesn't run you, you got to put some things in place. You got to practice. So if you need to practice to wake up 2 hours earlier in the day, you have to set your alarm clock. Yeah, you got to get up when done. Instead of hitting the snooze button, you get right up, and you get to doing what you're doing. Get yourself ready. So, my friends, we're talking about, are we going to let the day run us, or are we going to run the day? Very important. For our mindset moving forward for the rest of the week, we have got to get some things in place for every day, so we can continue to do the best in our business, because we have to give it the best. Don't we want the best from it? Well, we got to give it the best. A lot of us, we want everything out of something, but guess what? We don't give nothing. If you give zero, you tell me what you're going to get. You're going to get zero back. You're not going to get the full production that you want back out of what you're trying to do if you don't put any effort in there and any time. So today we want to make sure that we are planning our days. We are planning out our DMO. We are doing our time blocking, whatever it is to do to get us in the right frame of mind, so that when we wake up and get in front of our desk or wherever, we are in command of whatever activities we have to do for that day, so that at the end of the day we feel accomplished. So the day didn't go to waste. So we ran the day. We don't let the day chasing us around. No. Okay, so Sacrifice, practice, and be consistent. Very key. So if you desire to have something, and but you don't show up with a sense of urgency, accountability, and responsibility, you're just not gonna achieve your goals, right? So that's all I have for you today. On Mondays is really a little longer than the other days, but I want to make sure that you get that feeling that if you have to do the work, you have to get in there and get it done, and if you have others to help you, you still have to be in control, command, not control, but command, and work alongside everyone, because we want to move forward. Okay, we don't want to stay in that stuck position. All right, so guess what? It's Monday and we're already set the stage. So come tomorrow. I hope that you'll think about these things and put some things in place. And on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about how, we're talking about some social media strategies. But for the time being, I want you to know that this weekend I had a great time. I learned a lot of stuff and I can't wait to share some of them with you. Now, in the meantime, I always want to invite you to take full advantage of the 10-day free training that we offer that can help you to grab some skills and while you continue to grow and to learn. We have a free group available as well that you can join and meet other like-minded persons like yourself in business and in life, and learn some things. It's free. So, something, somebody had to pay for it, but we are offering it to you free. So, I encourage you to, I'll put the links in the comments, and then you can participate in whichever way you want to participate. But that's my offer to you. So I will see you on Wednesday. But for right now, set a plan in place so that you can run your day effectively and don't allow your day to run you. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.